What's up, guys? How you guys doing today? I am on my way to the car right now. We are in Pikes Peak Prep, so we're going to work on the car. We got a bunch of things we got to get done. Mainly is the power steering system today. We're going to be converting the whole power steering system to AN lines, just getting rid of all of the rubber lines or anything like that, and I'll show you guys how to do that. But it's a lot of dropping parts off and getting stuff done. We have broke a lot of stuff on the car, and so just trying to get the stuff that's broke to the correct places to get them fixed, and some updates. So yeah, I'll update you guys on the car once I get to the car here in a little bit, and we'll go from there. All right, so now that we're here with the car, I'll give you guys a quick little update. It's been a little bit of time since I think you guys have seen the car, or if you follow me on Instagram, you guys already know. But here lies the car in its current state. Basically, what I'm doing as of right now is I just replaced the front wheel bearings, or the front whole row, like wheel bearing, or I guess assembly in the front. Those just needed to go. The stock ones had seen a good bit of abuse, so we went ahead and did that. And I guess the other big thing is we converted to a 315 tire, so we have had a little bit of power steering issues, but this last event I did convert to a turn 1 05-06 style power steering pump, and that really helped the car as far as the power steering issues. So and then as far as the power steering issues go, we did have a little bit of a power steering leak. I had the rack rebuilt for the last event, and it basically, the guy that redid the rack kind of messed up and pinched the O-ring where the housing is. As you can see, the rack's sitting right there, so we had to go get that. We had to take that back out and have it rebuilt. Wasn't that big of a deal, but so we have a fresh new rack again. And basically what we're going to be doing is, I had converted, if you do an 04, if you have a 2004 GTO and you want to convert to an 05, you do have to convert to an AN fitting for at least your feed line, from the rack to the power steering pump, just because the I guess the port for on the power steering pump is in a different spot for the hard line, so the hard line does not match up. So that is why you have to go to a actual power steering, an AN line for that, so you can feed it to it. So I still had the stock return line to the power steering cooler. So that's what we're going to be replacing today. We're going to be getting rid of basically all of this line right here, and go into something a little bit different. So let me get this one taken out, and then I'll catch up with you guys. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the two, basically the old factory lines. As you can see right there, they do come out. You basically have to remove the ones from the power steering cooler, and then you also have to remove a bolt that is bolted down. If you guys can see that right there, let's go forward. But you have to basically remove this bolt. It's bolted to the subframe right over here. You can go from the engine bay down. And then I went ahead and ran these dash 6 power, or you could I bought like nitrous lines or fuel lines, as long as they're stainless steel PTF E rated lines, then you'll be pretty safe. I just didn't want to make my own lines. I just rather buy lines that already have fittings on the end, and it makes it so much more simple. So I went ahead and ordered 2 lines for that. I'll go ahead and go over the lines with you real fast. So basically you have your return, or basically you have your feed line going to the rack, which is this black line right here. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can get a better angle. Go down here. All right. So we have this black line right here, that is going to be your feed line going from the pump to the rack. So it's going to plug in the top port of the rack, and then I have my return line going to the power steering cooler. So this is the bottom line, and that is going to be going all the way to the cooler. So this line I got in, I believe it was 60 inches. It's a 60-inch -6 PTFE or stainless steel line. I went ahead and did that length going from there. So I ran it past the motor mount. So I ran the line from basically this side to coming past the motor mount to this side, basically where the stock position is, where the stock lines ran across. I then made it go through here, through the hole, past the radiator right here, and then dumped out the radiator. So that is a 60-inch line going from there, and then a -6 48-inch line coming from the feed return line from the power steering cooler, going back all the way across, basically stock position, and then up into back to the pump. And that is basically how your power steering is routed. And the only thing, so basically all you need is the return, or the feed line going from the top of the power steering pump is a -6. This one is a 36-inch line, so you'll need a 36-inch line. I'll probably put them up here in the screen right here. -6 36-inch line for the feed, for the feed from the pump to the rack. And you'll need a 60-inch going from the rack to the power steering cooler, and then the power steering cooler back to the pump will be a 48-inch line. So those are listed right up here, and those are it's super simple to do. And then the only other fittings you are going to need is you're going to need 3 -6 to 3/8 inch barbed fitting. And as you can see, that's basically how you tie into the basic 3/8 inch line that your cooler. Or if you want to go really fancy, you can literally I don't know, buy coolers that have a -6 end fitting on this end, but you're still going to need it for your power steering pump, because this line right here is a 3/8 inch line, and that one you cannot convert to, I guess you could right here, but make it simple, just 3 of those. And basically all this can be done for roughly I would say like under 150 bucks. The flow is so much better. Definitely have noticed a difference in the responsiveness of the power steering. Just feels like it just turns so much easier. So I highly recommend that. So yeah, it was it took me about an hour to do the whole process. Super simple. Just basically taking off the lines and rerouting them. I do recommend that I will say it is probably a little bit easier for me, just because I have the headers off right now and the power steering rack off. Just for your reference, I mean, if you guys do have it, it is going to be a little bit more tighter of a fit, but it's nothing that you guys can't probably handle. I just wanted to make this quick little video on showing you guys how to basically convert your power steering lines to AN lines. It's definitely something simple, and like everybody else can, or anyone can do really. So yeah, make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I've got awesome content coming. Thanks.
Going for it on this one.